It's almost October, which is the month that contains Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start talking about scary movies that we like from that realm, from that horror genre.
But one that has really stood out is Tumbbad. Now, this is one of the first Indian horror films I've ever seen. We're still kind of new to Indian films. We only been doing this about a year and a half. So we discovered this. And I was blown away by how good this was. Now they just released it to theaters. Like they realize how special it is. So they re-released it. You used to be able to watch on Netflix. Can't watch on Netflix anymore. You got to go to the theater. So Tumbbad. Cool kind of folky Indian horror film directed by Rahi Anil Barve. It stars Sohum Shah, and he's really good. It's kind of the greedy, your protagonist, I guess you can say, but it's a lot deeper than that. There's a lot more going on. It's usual. There's so many things happening, but one of the great things about this film I remember stood out to me is this incredible location they shot in. So very special movie. I'm very excited that it's on in theaters, but we wanted to bring this to you to get your awareness about it because eventually it's going to be back on streaming and you cannot miss this movie. It is so good. So we're going to take a look at it. We're going to watch the trailer. Then we'll be doing a full review. Burk has not seen this movie. I'm going to be watching it for the second time. Cannot wait because I have a whole new appreciation. So let's take a look at this.
I've heard good things.
Good things. All right. And this is the theatrical release trailer. This will be a little different.
Okay. So the re-release.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
समय का पहिया गोल है जो बीत गया है हमेशा लौट कर आएगा सच्चाई अच्छाई बुराई और लालच बस यही कहानियां हर युग में बार बार सुनाई जाती हैं ऐसी ही हमारी भी एक कहानी है जिसे दोहराने का समय फिर आ गया है
हमारी कौन सी कहानी बाबा
अंदर जाएगा तो सब याद आ जाएगा
अंदर कहाँ बाबा
देवी की कोख में जो तब नहीं हुआ वो अब होगा
and then will happen now. Woo! All right, they showed a little too much, and there were some surprises in there, but it's not as like very crazy. It's got a beautiful feel. To me, the sense of the film was that beautiful location. Apparently, someone said in that location it rains all the time, constantly, never stops raining. So that's not even fake rain; that's real rain. And then the idea of them driving, like that big scopic shot of them driving.
Yes, I love those shots.
More like that. It's more haunting. And then sometimes when you're getting inside these locations, there's sort of that horror element. But this is not one of these horror movies. It's like a lot more going on in it. So I'm really interested in seeing this again because I saw it first. I was like, wow, that was crazy. And now I'm like, now I have a new appreciation. I really want to see it again now.
Yeah, it looks intriguing. Looks interesting. Yeah. I get the sense that it's one of like exaggerated reality kind of thing, but in terms of supernatural kind of scary stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Makes me sneeze.
It's like this movie's making you sneeze. You're cursed. What are we gonna do?
But it looks like a mythological kind of tale that some retribution for being greedy, and from the supernatural world these like maybe punishment demons are coming after him or something. But I love the location, like you were talking about the locations.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like the typical movie that I'm used to, that I grew up with, the Western style horror films. The idea of a haunted house in American films is very different from a haunted place in another country. And scary things here, we look at things like The Exorcist or Rosemary's Baby or whatever, sort of this Catholic idea, Western style interpretation of Catholic ideas of scary. Mm-hmm. And that kind of scares Western people. But then when you go to a different country, different culture, there are different things that people grew up with that have these sort of visceral sense memory, fear.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to look into that and see how similar it is to our ideas of scary.
Yeah, it is. And it's basically about a man hears about there's a mysterious treasure and he goes to find this treasure.
Okay.
So it's like, how far would you go? What would you do for money? That's basically what this is kind of about. Like, who would you betray? Who would you put in harm's way? How much would you put yourself in harm's way? Would you sell your soul for a bunch
Right.
of money? That's kind of what this is about. So you have a lot of this, like those kind of anxieties and that kind of like decision making of like, would I do this? Would I go this
Right.
far? Would I be able to? So it has that feeling to it. So it's not even just like, oh, there's these scary demons. It's like he's making choices that bring these demons to him and he goes to them because he's greedy. That's basically what it's about. So it's very interesting to see how this plays out.
And it's that choice again of like, is it worth it? You know, would you take a whole lot of money and have the rest of your life as a very wealthy person, but when you die, you have to go to hell, you know?
Right. Sell your souls, basically.
Yeah.
What this is.
Is it worth it?
Is it?
And do some people feel like, you know what, I'm going to just live for now and then worry about that later, you know?
And like maybe I can outsmart it. Maybe I can
Right.
figure out a way around the curse. Maybe it doesn't really curse me. Like there's a lot of doubts. And so I love that sort of struggle with, you know, your own, you know, humanity and like what you would do for gold, which is basically
Right.
So it's very interesting. Great little film. So try and find it if you can. If not, try and pay for it to watch it. Whatever you need to do. This is a great time in the season to do it. Now's the time.
Yeah.
And then we have a new poster. This re-release poster is very slick. It looks very big budget. I love how it's illustrated though. It looks kind of
it looks painted. I love it.
Heroic.
Yeah.
That rope
like
is very important. Yes, the rope.
A suitcase with a glowing essence inside of it, sort of
a treasure chest. It's got kind of a carved lid on it.
I guess it is.
Yeah, it's very cool. And you have that rain back there, and I love the moon with the face, the kind of demon face in it. It's like very cool.
I love painted posters.
Me
I love artwork posters.
So there's a lot of gothic, a lot of city. They can kind of clash with the urban feeling, and then the countryside. You know, superstitious. You know, oh, these people, this isn't real. I won't be cursed.
Right.
I'm gonna get all I want. I'm gonna totally do it. So it's really good. Give it a chance. And Burk will review it next week.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
It's the season to watch movies like this.
It is.
And we're going to have an episode coming up where we're going to talk about scary movies. We're going to do our Halloween episodes, maybe more than one.
I think
we're going to get some friends in here to talk.
Yes. Last Halloween, this was on my list, I think. It was part of my folk horror Halloween list. Yes. So, all right, you guys. Let us know your thoughts about Tumbbad, and we'll catch you later.
Bye, everybody.